Hello, tribe. Ow! What is this one called? Down to the wire, apropos for what we're about to do today. I'm gonna have some lemon water. Good evening. Oh, best lemon water ever. Welcome, welcome. Say hi when you pop on. Let me know if you're here. If you're brand new to me and this masterclass is the first time, or day 3 is the first time that you have ever been present with me, done something with my tribe, or any kind of any of my coaching. I was really just tuned into that music. If this is the first time you've done any of my programs with me, please let me know so I can come say hi to you. Hi Morgan, hi Katie, hi Denisa. I think I remember it correctly, right? How are you guys tonight? I got some really awesome stuff for you guys tonight. I'm like out of control excited right now. I've been doing a lot of the yelling lately. Okay, I'm just gonna jump right into this. Normally I have a workbook for you guys, but what I'm doing today is completely, hi Morgan, is completely out of the box what I'm about to do with you guys tonight. And I'm 100% sure this is gonna blow your mind in a lot of ways, okay? It's gonna call your ass to more. It is, not gonna lie to you. I said it in the beginning on day 1, that this is not for the faint of heart. This is not for the people who are dabbling. This is not for the people who are committed to their excuses, are committed to a story that this is hard, this is complicated. This is for the people who have just had enough, and 2020 is gonna be the greatest year of their life, and that's it, end of story. Like, that's how we're rolling with this, okay? Didn't do a program yet, but watched your videos, loving it. Awesome, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to the tribe. Okay, so the topic of tonight is a really ballsy topic, but I'm gonna back it up. You watch me, I'm gonna back it up. And not only am I gonna teach you this, I'm gonna show you it. I'm gonna actually walk it out for you in front of your eyes right now. There's no faster way to learn. Do you remember in nursing when, back in the day, I don't know why we still don't teach this way, but it's just like an athletic coach or anything else. It's basically like, I'll instead of the nursing, I'll use the soccer boy. Like the boy kicks a soccer ball, he tries to get it into the goal, and he kicks it 100 times, and finally he starts learning how to do it, but already his body's learned 100 times how to do it the wrong way. Versus when you have a coach standing right next to you and you kick the ball, and then the coach comes over and says, no, not like this, turns your foot, tells you to use the inside of your laces, the top of your laces, whatever it is. I haven't played soccer for forever. And then all of a sudden you're practicing that way. Now you're training your body, your mind, your nervous system, your muscle memory, and everything is getting trained to do it the right way. Right? So the fastest way for us to learn is to actually walk the thing out, or have somebody sitting there right there being like, no, not like this, like this. Now I'm doing this. Yes, 2020, Nikki. Amen, sister. Yes. So my intention tonight for you is to never, ever again wonder how to hit a goal that you have set for yourself. That you will from now on forever never be able to unring the bell of knowing how to hit every single goal that you have ever desired to set for yourself. And not only are you going to learn that today, but you're never going to be able to forget it, because we're going to walk that out, and I'm literally going to be the coach sitting right next to you, walking this out in front of you so you get to watch me do it. Just like the girls who used to go and watch, what was the nurse's name? It's like, I learned it through like going through nursing school, and nursing school sucked. And then I remembered how Florence Nightingale used to teach the nurses, and I'm like, why don't we still do it this way? And I now run my company that way. I go first, I lead. Normally I lead, I get the result, and then I let you guys witness it. But tonight I'm going to actually let you guys witness it without that, right? Yes, owning my power, love it. Okay, throw me an emoji below of how you're feeling about 2020. This is what I want to know. How are you feeling about 2020? For real, honestly. Pick an emoji that really feels genuine. If you are on your computer, just use a word. What's one word that is how you feel about 2020? And let me know how you feel about, how are you feeling about my statement? If you're on the replay, hashtag I'm here so that I know you're on the replay. And let me know in the comments, even if you're on the replay, how do you feel about the statement you're about to learn how to hit every goal you ever set for the rest of your life, that you're about to learn that right now. Right now, forever and ever, you'll always know how to reach every single goal that you ever set for yourself. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's how it's gonna feel too. It's gonna feel like that, busting balls for 2020. That's awesome. Yes, Phil, brother, tap it into that lion. Amen. Yes, I love the fire. I don't know why I'm saying amen tonight. It's an amen kind of night, I guess. Ooh, Katie Gray, love it. Me too, sister. Okay, so without further ado, are you ready? I'm not going to take a lot of your time tonight because this is what it is, okay? So a lot of you guys know the Rise program that I have, mandyperry.com/rise if you want to check that out. And I'm going to tell you the huge surprise that I have for you guys. This isn't part of like a sales pitch. I'm genuinely showing you guys how I'm walking this out. So if you were on the Facebook Live earlier, a little bit, this is going to sound familiar. I just did a quick Facebook Live this morning to let people know about tonight. But track with me for a second because this is going to change your life. This is going to change everything for you. And it may not shift you into the human being who magically does it, but it's going to shift you magically into the human being who understands it and has that choice in front of them and no longer can buy into the story that this isn't available for me. And that's a powerful shift. Does that make sense? Okay. So I was thinking about how I wanted to explain this to you guys and showcase it to you. And what I decided was basically the fastest step-by-step version. So watch this for a second, okay? Have you ever thought about how like a child gets stuck under a car and a mom can walk over and flip the car off the child? Like if it's possible for the mom to flip the car off the child in that moment, it's possible for the mom to flip the car off the child, to lift the car up so the child can get out. It's possible. If it's possible ever, it's possible now, okay? That's not something we can deny. That is what it is. If a body is capable of that, the chemical flood, the way the muscles work, what happens in the brain, if it's possible, it's possible. It's just like the guy that I never remember his name, that ran the first 4-mile race. And then all of a sudden, boom, 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 people after him breaking that because all of a sudden people understood it was possible. So now that story that it wasn't possible no longer stopped them. There's a new level of showing up in our life that's available for us. There's a whole other fucking level that unfortunately usually only comes out when people are in dire circumstances or they've pushed themselves to a level where they have no choice, which is why I live my life burning the boats, right? Like I go to the island, burn the boat, have to learn how to live on the island. It's not the most relaxing, comfortable way to live life, but it's powerful, it's exciting, it's exhilarating, it's incredible, it's powerful, it's all these kind of things. So based on the premise of understanding that it is what it is, it's a fact that if something's available for us ever, it's available for us right now in our life. It's available for you right now in your life. So my understanding of that is like, okay, so that means that there's always a level that I could choose to go to that'll create the result that I want in my life. Does this make sense? There's always a level that we can go to where we can create the result in our life. Are most people going to choose to go to the level to create what they're saying they want in their life? Nope. But are you? Yeah, you are. You really are. So watch this for a second. There's been, I was a single mom on welfare, making $400 a week for a few years. I was in a relationship for a while, literally grew up on welfare. Like it's all I basically ever known, very poor, $400 a week for 10 years, working as a nanny, going to school. I was in the military as a waitress, like knew nothing about business or anything. Now, in order to be able to go to that next level, the very first move I made was to invest in a $25,000 program. Now just track with me for 1 second, okay? Stay with me here. To invest in that $25,000 program was absolutely ridiculous. Everybody around me literally told me I was crazy, told me not to do it, said things to me like, Mandy, the best coach we know has been coaching for, I forget. I've told this story many times. Now I'm starting to forget the details. Healing has happened. That's why. So has been coaching for 10 years and she makes $40,000 and she's the best coach we know and she's been doing it for this long. What makes you think that you're going to make that $25,000 worth it and you're going to make more than she makes right now? And of course that affected me. I'm like, I don't know what makes me think that. Who the hell am I to think this? Right? But I innately understood, and some of it might be due to a lot of the traumas that I went through as a kid and like getting through some horrific shit that, most people can't, like literally getting through some amazing stuff and looking back and being like, well, if I can get through that, I can get through anything. And so, and some of it's just naivety, just literally nobody taught me any better. So why can't I do it? If one person could do it, why can't I do it? Right. And it's just like really this childlike and It's childlike. It was innocent. It was also stubborn. Just the stubbornness of like, no, that's just what it's going to be. So I would do crazy things like the first thing I did is jump into a $25,000 program. And then because I was in there now, because I was so committed, even though all the other people in the program that I did, the 30 some odd other people in the program didn't get the results and were upset, and some people are trying to sue that person still, I demanded the results because I was fully committed. Like, are you kidding me? I don't have this money. I have to create it every single month. I have no choice. I don't have a choice. I absolutely refuse to allow this to make my children suffer. I'm not going to go live in a cardboard box. Like, I don't have a choice but to make this happen. So I did unreasonable things because I put myself in that position. Now, I had massive breakthrough in results because I was willing to do something completely ridiculous and unreasonable. Okay. And that has been consistent through my journey. So when people have seen like my life just continue to scale, and then I moved across the country, and then I have this beautiful home, and the way even like my looks, my attitude, my love, the way that I show up, the honesty, the integrity, like all the things just keep scaling in my life. All the things I desire, the money, the finances, the freedom, the travel, the kind of people that I get to surround myself with and have in my life, all of that has just transformed over and over. Now, let me put this together for you for how you get to break through anything that's holding you back, and how you get to actually reach every single goal that you have ever desired to reach in your entire life. Right now, I'm in a position where for 10 weeks I've been failing miserably. Like, I don't mean slightly failing, I mean hardcore on my face, like across the cement failure. Like epic, never happened before in the history of my business failure, okay? On so many levels, just not being able to get myself to do what I need to do. And it's not that I've not been through this before, it's just never been to this level. And of course, I've also never tried to scale to the level that I'm going to, right? So the greater you rise, the greater the fall. So on some level, a part of me inside knows like, okay, yeah, you're reaching for the stars now. We're not playing a small game. We're playing a big, big game right now. I mean, a really big game. And the fall feels really big. So what I know is I get to have every single result that I desire. I get to reach every single goal that I've ever wanted. And there's no evidence that that's possible for me. None. For 10 weeks, I have fallen straight on my damn face. Hardcore in so many different levels of my life, just messy as hell, not making it happen, letting the conditions get worse and worse, watching myself like, okay, Mandy, how far are you going to let this go? We've been here before. I've done it over and over and over, but this one is really big. This one's like, how far are you going to let this one go? Now, what I know is that I get to reach every fucking goal that I've ever set in my entire life. I just get to, that's it. So there's no question inside of me. I have absolute certainty that I'm going to reach this. I'm not enjoying how long it's taking and what it's taking and the kind of things that are popping up that I would have never guessed, like becoming a vegan and stuff like that. I would have never guessed that was going to be part of my journey of scaling to this next level, but it is what it is, and I know it's all for me. So for me, watch this for a second. For me, the things I did before, these dramatic moves and the things I did before, they're not getting me to that next level. So it's like being the mom, my kid's under the car and I'm walking over, and what I'm doing is not getting me to lift the car off the kid. But I know I can. I know I can because another mother has. Somebody else has done it before, so I know that I can. So the only question that I ask myself, and the only question that I ask my clients when they're sitting in this place, the only question I ask the people I love that are coming to me, or anybody that's ever been in this place, is what do you need to believe in order for you to feel safe to reach this level, and what do you feel called to do? So I ask myself, what do I need to believe in order to feel safe? I need to believe that this whole journey is for me, and that it was always meant to take 10 weeks, and that I'm safe taking 10 weeks, and that falling on my face was part of the plan. And what do I feel called to do in order to take this to a whole nother level? It's available for me. So if what I've done in the past is not getting me to that result this time, then I do something new. And I do something really ballsy and really big. If I want to lift that car off of my child, and what I'm doing is not working, maybe I'm having people yell at me and I'm trying to get myself into this anxious state. Whatever I'm doing is not working. So do something else. Like, what do I got to do? This is going to sound really dramatic, but I don't know. Do I need to like literally, take something and stab myself in the leg to release that kind of adrenaline, and now I can lift the car off the kid? This is so super dramatic analogy, right? we absolutely don't have to harm ourselves, but I'm trying to get you guys to see, like, there's a whole nother level you go to. There is no such thing as like, oh, I tried, I can't. But Mandy, I've done everything. I've tried everything. No, the fuck you haven't, because you haven't had the breakthrough. You haven't tried everything because you haven't had the breakthrough. You haven't reached the goal. You haven't done the thing. So you have not tried everything because you have not tried the thing that works. And there is something that works. There's always a way to reach it. So I was like, okay, all right, 10 weeks, it's me against you. 10 weeks, you have 10 points, Mandy 0. To 10 weeks is winning. This pattern, this refusal to move to the next level, this resistance that I'm having is kicking my ass. It is what it is. It's got 10 points, I've got none, and now I'm ready to show up, right? So like, okay, this didn't work, this didn't work, this didn't work, this didn't work, this didn't work. What am I gonna do to shift this to the next level? So what did I decide to do? I decided to publicly create a program called the Rise program. It's 40 days where I'm literally going to, in this program, everybody who joins this program, which I have a huge announcement about, but you just gotta be patient for that, it's coming. Everybody who joins this program, now this isn't my sales pitch, just track with me for a second, okay? Everybody who joins this program is gonna be able to witness, hey, here's an honest to God where I'm at. This is what my numbers look like. This is what my weight looks like. This is what it looks like in relationship with my children. This is what my dating life looks like. This is where I'm out of integrity. These are the promises I made myself that I haven't backed up. This is the vision I know. When I made this commitment to join the Platinum Partnership, when I decided I was going to do that, when I was going to be surrounded by multimillionaires and billionaires who are literally changing lives and feeding billions of people on the planet and healing people and changing laws and really making a massive impact on the planet, and they're living heart-centered lives, meaning all they really care about is making a difference, and they accept the abundance and the byproduct of showing up that way, because why not? Abundance is like oxygen. It doesn't take from anyone else for you to have it. So if that's available, they're taking it. But the reason that they show up every day is to learn to live in a powerful way, is to say, if I died tomorrow, how would I love today? How would I serve today? And to be surrounded by that kind of people, right? So I've opted into this. And now I know who I need to become in order to have made that investment worth it. Just like in the very beginning when I made my first investment, I had to learn boundaries. I had to learn to speak up. I had to actually take time for myself. I had to tell my kids, no, you can't have access to me right now. I need a moment to decompress. I had to learn these very basic things in my life. I had to learn to feel valuable making money, right? Like, whoa, a $40,000 a month, what the hell? Like, that was fritzing my brain, and I thought my money would magically save all of the people I love. So there was all these things I had to become a new level version of myself in my behaviors, in my beliefs, in my boundaries, and all these different areas of my life. The same is true for this scale. For me to go from who I've been over the last year or 6 months or 6 weeks, whatever it is, to the new level version of myself, I have her locked in my head. I know what she shows up as. I know the thoughts she thinks. I know the way that she, walks through life. I know how she shows up with her children, her team. I know the power moves she makes, the things she's been avoiding. I know all of that. And I've been waiting to watch myself step into her. So in this program, because I know I can lift that car off my child, and I'll be damned if that kid is going to sit in there for 2 more seconds suffering because I can't show up and lift this car off of her, right? So I decided I'm done with the 10 weeks. I'm going to do it publicly. I'm just going to publicly do it. I'm just going to showcase the truth, because if I can't find a deep enough why inside of me to get me to up level to the version of myself so I can be around these people and learn to serve and love that big on the planet for whatever reason, instead of judging myself, I literally just do whatever it actually takes within my integrity to make the shift happen. So if what it takes is for me to publicly do this in front of people and give them the absolute value of witnessing something like this, I would kill for a mentor to do this and be able to give that kind of love and value to my tribe while I have that level of accountability. If that's what it took for me to scale to this and get to that next level, then that's what it takes. And guess what? If I do this publicly in the Rise program and I still don't get to that level on, let's say, 60% of the stuff breaks through, but 40% is still not there, I'll take it to the next level. And if that doesn't work, I'll take it to the next level. And if that doesn't work, I'll take it to the next level, because that's what we get to have. And that, the motto is, and my tribe knows this, what? Who in my tribe is here? What is the motto? We do it when? We do it until. There's no such thing as, I tried, it didn't work. I keep trying, I've done everything. That's not real. That is literally not real. That's not a real thing. Yes, we do it until. That's it. So what is it gonna take from, I don't know, am I gonna have to take out a loan for $200,000 in order to get through this year and juggle and become that woman and make that worth it? Am I gonna have to hire support in my home, literally to help keep me accountable with the kids and their, the new, all the stuff that they got going on. And whatever version it takes, I'm going to do it until, and that's it, end of story. And I'm so blessed to have learned and been able to ingrain that into my body so that the confidence I have when I step into something is epic. It's a really deep, powerful confidence that I have in myself, because I'm like, I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know how painful it's going to be or scary this one's going to be or how long it's going to take or how 10 weeks. I thank God I didn't know it was going to take 10 weeks and look like this. And the level of things that have transformed and who I'm growing into is far beyond anything I thought it would be in order to scale to this. And thank God I didn't know that in the beginning. I'm just being honest, but I'm doing it until, and that's it. And if you can develop, and if you're willing to develop the belief, get around other people who are living this way. And if you're willing to develop the belief that no matter what, there's always a way. I don't know what the journey is going to look like. I don't know who I'm going to, what are my old beliefs that I'm going to have to face, that I'm going to be rubbed up against? What are the circumstances that I've been avoiding and not looking at that I'm going to have to actually look dead in the fucking eye and deal with? What are the truths I'm going to have to tell? What are my things that are out of integrity that I'm going to have to clean up? I don't know. I don't know what those things are, because I don't know what I don't know. I can't see the holes that I can't see. That's the whole point of going through the journey, because it's always for you. And when you're willing to step into that journey and call yourself to that level and put yourself in a position where you can't turn back from, when you're willing to be around other people doing life this way, even though you're going to feel some tension, whoa, they're showing up so organized and I can't feeding billions of people, man, I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to help a couple thousand people in my tribe and I can't even help my kids to the level I want to. And, these very human things that we go through, we're going to face all of these things that are basically our arena to go through and to season through and to come out on the other end. What in you is trying to mature? What is just off? What bullshit is just happening that you're not addressing? What are you not telling the fucking truth about? What do you feel called to mature in that you're not addressing or allowing yourself to have? Where are you not giving yourself what you feel like you would expand you to have? What investments aren't you making? What people aren't you giving yourself permission to be around? What, way do you want to look? What kind of, do you feel like somebody, you need to hire that cleaner and you've been called to it, but you're scared because, you don't want to pay that extra money, or you're meant to hire that new team, or you're meant to work at a higher level. You keep playing around in these little cheaper programs and you're meant to go all the way to the top. Whatever it is for you, you know what it is, and that's the stuff that you'll be called to go through, and you don't have to be afraid of that, because here's the deal. If I know I'm called, I'm called to this level. I know that what I'm doing is in integrity and alignment. I just want to serve my people better. I want to be a better woman. I want to be a better human being. I want to create powerful love. I want to be present with people. I want to leave a legacy. I want to heal as many lives as I possibly can. I know I'm called to that. What is it going to take for me to go from where I am to the woman who shows up that way on the planet? Right? That's the journey that I get to go through. What I know, track with me for 1 second. What I know is whatever it's going to take for me to get there, 10 weeks, 20 weeks, 1 year, I don't fucking care. Do you know why? Because I know if there's no way that in order for me to live my purpose, I have to be different than I truly am. There's no way in order for me to live the highest level version of myself on this planet, my best isn't good enough. And like we said yesterday, you and I both know you're doing the best that you possibly can. I know you think you should do better. Your best should be better. You should be able to be more disciplined. You should be able to figure this out yourself and all the other bullshit. But none of that's real. What's true is you really are doing the absolute best that you can. You're doing the best you've been able to figure out how to do up until now. You're being the most disciplined you can figure out how to get yourself to be. You're doing the best that you can. And what I know is there's no way that the best you can do is not good enough for you to be the woman or the man that you are called to be on this planet. There's no way. That doesn't even make any sense. That makes no damn sense whatsoever. So what I know is no matter how many weeks it takes, no matter what that journey looks like, no matter how many times you stumble and fall, no matter, what weirdness that you shift into that you would have never expected. It's been Chanel bags. It's been admitting that I don't believe in hell. It's been, becoming a vegan. It's been things I could have never predicted. I would have never predicted these things. Who would have ever thought in order for me, to reach those first 60K months that I was trying to get during that second year that it would have been buying a Chanel bag, or 4, as it turns out, because I don't give a shit about those Chanel bags now. But those things got me some massive transformation. You don't judge what the journey is or what the process is. All we know is we're going to do it until. We do it until. Tell the truth about what we want. Set the goal in an honest way. Call your ass to more. Put your ass in an arena that I put myself in a container that I cannot get out of. I done already paid that money. I now have to make it work. I like living that way because I calibrate to learn to be the kind of woman where that pressure doesn't affect me the way it used to affect me. A $10,000 problem in an argument with my ex used to throw me off for the day. It threw me off for the whole day. I would miss the doctor's appointments. I would miss everything. Now, $200,000 problem and, having 3 people in my life have a massive thing going on, and then someone being upset with me doesn't even throw me. It's like a little bump, like boop. You know what I mean? There's no throwing me way off. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that's what it looks like when you go through this journey. We learn to be comfortable in the uncomfortable. I know you've heard that, but let's talk. Is that present in your life? Are you engaged in living life that way? Are you willing to be comfortable putting your ass in some uncomfortable positions where you don't have a choice but to show up? Because that's what we're talking about here. And when you do that and you mix that with the belief, I'm the kind of person who does it until I know there's a way. There's a level. I don't know what the level is that I need to go to. It's a little scary thinking about what that might be. I'm a little bit scared to look at those things in my life, to address those things, to clean those things up, to mature into that human being, to get into that level of integrity, to tell the truth to that level, to say sorry, to clean up my fucking mess, to call myself out on the bullshit that I've been doing, to have that tough conversation, to leave that relationship, to stop drinking that extra 3 glasses of wine, whatever the fucking thing is, to admit that I'm bulimic, to talk about the substance that I have, to get therapy for that shit that happened in the past, to tell the truth about what's really going on, to expose the shit, to bring it to the light, whatever it is. No, it's not easy. So what? Who said that you get to have it easy? You get to be the one human being who's going to go out there, become a multimillionaire, changing the world and healing lives, but the journey is going to be easy? Where does that come from? Where does that even come from? We don't need it to be easy. We need to, as human beings, the thing that's going to make you the most joyful and the most happy is letting the journey take you into growing into the next level version of you. Joy comes from the journey, the growth, doing the thing, because I'm not doing this because there's some arrival place that I need to get to. And when I get to that place, oh yeah, now I'm feeding starving children. Now I finally arrived. No, I'm doing it for the love of doing it. Because showing up and doing my journaling and working out and eating clean and showing up for my tribe and running the masterclass and telling the truth and calling myself out on something and cleaning that thing up and outgrowing myself feels fucking amazing, because nothing feels as good as being in integrity with myself and being the best level version of myself that I possibly can. So does it feel uncomfortable to put yourself in that position to commit to something really high? Yeah, it does. So what? It feels amazing, and it feels like aliveness, and it feels like life and joy and awe and wonder. Lemon water for the throat. I'm still recovering from the crazy date with destiny illness that was going around. This is what I'm talking about. So let me bring this full circle for you guys. So I'm walking this out to show you I created because that was my thing. Okay, none of this is working. I'm failing for 10 weeks. I don't judge myself, and I'm a little bit embarrassed about it, right? It's 10 weeks of failing doesn't feel good. I'm human. That feels very vulnerable to say. And of course it feels, I was shitting my pants. I'm going to do this publicly after I failed for 10 weeks. I have no evidence whatsoever to support the fact that I will get to that next level. None. I've never showed up as that woman ever. That's a whole new level version of myself. And it's on the heels of some really huge life-changing things that I've been going through. But I decided that is what it is. So the worst thing that happens is going to be the best thing that could possibly happen, right? So this is what I did. In honor of a whole bunch of things, I'm going to tell you guys the big surprise I have. 40 days of being able to walk. I'm going to tell you this is where I'm at, this is where I'm going. And then every day I'm going to tell you what I did to get there. So not only are you going to see the personal side of it and the mindset behind it and the beliefs and the resources I pull in, but you're going to see how did I scale my company back? When the momentum started to drop in my business, how did I bring the momentum back up in my business? How did I get clients even when I was falling on my face? What did I do about the finances? How did I handle the team? How am I doing it with my children? How am I traveling the world? I have a world tour coming up. How am I handling that while failing on my face? All of these kind of things. I'm going to show you how do I use my failure to bring fire to my blogs, to my Facebook lives, to create content, to create a program literally based off of my failure. So if you guys notice, the Rise program is literally a program that I created based off of my failure, because failure is really powerful. It's an incredibly valuable tool. So not only did I do this, I created the Rise program. You guys are gonna have witness to all 40 days of this, but you're gonna learn so much business stuff, it's not even funny. Literally, like, how have I used this to create a business completely organic with no funnels, no ads, nothing crazy, so simple, so basic. Like, everything is so easy in my business. But I did something really ballsy, and I did this to call your ass to more, because I want everybody to be able to be in this program. Every person who desires to be in here. So you'll see on the sales page, mandyperry.com/rise, you can get into this program for $22. The cost of the program is $2,222. I have a VIP option where you get to work with me privately one-on-one for $3,333. And I actually created this where you can, there's like 7 different levels that you can pay, from $22 to the VIP $3,333. And here's what I'm gonna say to you. This is a moment for you, right? This is a pure act of love for me to my tribe. It's a huge gift. It's a love offer because people are all at different places. But here's what I wanna say to you. I want you to choose a price that's integrity with the results of who you want to become. I'm telling you, and I've said it to my clients, and I'm like, in part, I'm absolutely using this in a way to be able to showcase to my tribe how much I believe in this principle. I chose a $100,000 program with $50,000 more of travel costs and paying for all this kind of stuff when I was on the heels of some big stuff, because I know that investing to that level is taking me, there's been so many things that have happened. This program, Rise, would not have happened without this investment. Why would I showcase my failures to the public unless there was a really compelling reason to? This has created a compelling reason inside of me to show up to a whole new level. And there has been like walking away from a relationship, like crying, just feeling the pain of knowing that relationship was holding me back and it was not integrity with me, but being willing to face that and feel the sadness. And I knew in that moment when I was walking away, I wouldn't have walked away without putting myself in a position where I was required to grow, where I had to face these things and look them dead in the eye. I fucking knew it. And whether we like it or not, in this culture, money is the thing that talks. Money is what we put our money where our mouth is, right? Like, it's a thing. Investing in that $150,000 required me to show up as a different human being. If I had just invested the time without the money, I wouldn't, all the things I'm doing, I wouldn't be doing, right? It is what it is. So what I've done is there's going to be people who the $22 option is how they're able to do this. And it's my love gift to you. And if that truly feels in alignment, please take that as a huge gift. And for others, I want you to feel the power of having showed up for yourself at this level without anybody making you. Nobody convinced you. Nobody told you this is what you have to do. You decided to fucking back yourself to that level. And I want you to choose the price that truly feels like it's calling your ass to more. I want you to look at those prices like, this is the level of transformation that I want to bring to the table. This is the level of commitment I'm showing up to today. Because in this program, in this Rise program, for these 40 days that we're together, how you show up, it's how you show up in your life, and how you, the transformation that you have in this program, doing this, walking this out arm in arm together as a tribe together, full honesty, full rawness, full, lack of, like, absolutely no judgment, full surrender to what is, and allowing that transformation to happen. As you show up and do that, what you create in this program and transform in this program, you will bring to the table in your life. You will bring to your children, your clients, your loved ones, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. And so this is not a small thing. It's not. It's not a small thing. This is your faith and your belief in who you believe you are and to what level you're willing to back yourself and show up as. Does this make sense to you? So there is no right or wrong. There is no somebody's better than someone else. Everybody's in different positions. Everyone's at different places. This is literally, I want you to have a moment of looking at yourself and telling yourself the truth of what level you are calling yourself to and how much you're willing to back yourself up and how and what it's really going to take for you to rise to this next level, because the motto is whatever it actually takes. That's it. Whatever it actually takes is what we do. So what is it really gonna fucking take for you to be that 95-year-old on your deathbed looking back at your life being like, I laid it all out, I did it, I showed the fuck up, I became the person that I knew I was called to be. So that the mischief that's showing up in our life right now, the lack of the things that we're doing, the way that we're not showing up, the honesty we're not telling, we're not carrying that into 2020, what's gonna happen in 1 year if the shit doesn't change, if it just stays like this? And what could happen in 1 year if we actually showed up to the level where we're committed to do it until, where we just did whatever it took to go to that next level? There is a way, I promise you. And I'm telling you, in this program, if any single one of you, if any single person here has a goal that they feel like they can't reach and you cannot figure out or feel out is what it really is, and tell yourself the truth is what it really is, what would I do to get to that level, and that creativity is not there or that thinking outside of the box isn't there, I will personally help you. Every single person, I am creative as fuck. I will help you to come up with, nope, that's what we need to get to that next level. Like, no, well, we could do this. Well, we could do this. I've done the craziest shit ever. My brother, hey, I'm drinking too much. I keep just little party girl is coming out to have fun. I keep drinking a little too much. I will give you $7,000 if I drink in the next month. $7,000. The first time I made him a bet, I'll bet you $1,000. That was back in the day when $1,000 was a ginormous amount of money. I had to use my taxes to pay it because I didn't do it. And I said, for 1 year I won't drink and I'll give you $1,000 if I do. And 8 months in, I had a drink. I was celebrating something from college. I was like, fuck it. And I had a drink. And I had to pay him that $1,000 for my taxes. So the second time I was like, no, I'll pay you $7,000 if I drink this month. I just wanted a month of cleansing and clean, and I wanted to make sure I fucking did it. I wanted to make sure. So I picked a number that was like, I won't pay that. There's no way I'm paying that $7,000, $5,000, even $6,000. I was like, I might pay the $6,000. I might have one of those nights. I'm like, I tend to be carefree, and footloose and fancy free. So I picked a number that I wouldn't. This is just how we do. There is always a way for you to reach that goal. And I'm telling you, it's not just about reaching that goal that you're going to set in this program. It's about learning this skill. The skill to show up in your life where you truly do it until, and you have eyes clear open. You're used to thinking outside of the box. You're used to calling yourself to that level. You surround yourself with people who are showing up and doing life this way, and you're literally locking this in and choosing to live this way. Now everything, it's absolutely unlimited. There are no limitations whatsoever. And here's something I just did, and I'm going to show you guys all this stuff, some of the things I'm doing, learning how to speed read. I'm going to give you guys, the level of value I'm going to give to you guys in this program, I'm literally just going to, every single thing, every single day that I learn, I'm going to download and give to you guys. Sometimes it's going to be audio, sometimes it's going to video, sometimes it's going to be a worksheet. It's going to be whatever I think will most serve you guys, but I'm literally just going to dump everything on you, including the shit that I learned in the Platinum Partnership, including that kind of stuff, right? So absolutely mind-blowing levels of value that I'm going to give to you guys. But one of the things that we're going to be doing in this program is really mindfully setting the goal and making sure that we learn the skill to learn how to do it until, and to back up the mindset of understanding that there's always a way to bring ourselves to that level. And then the biggest part of it is actually developing the courage to be able to do it. And what does that look like? What is the courage? But guess what? It's hard to do that when you're by yourself, but in a tribe like this where we're all going to be doing it together, this is easy. Oh, that's the thing I was going to say. Thank you, Phil. So Jim Quick, he did the speed reading program in, what was I going to say? I feel like this is the second time this happened today. Maybe I'm not meant to tell what Jim Quick, what he said. Oh, no. This is what it is. This is different than earlier. Okay, so in the program, he made this really incredible point. He said, your brain is the fastest move, think about all it's taking in and doing, your heartbeat, your blinking, your body, every single movement that you make, your breath, your sight, and being able to translate the thing upside down and being able to associate what's coming in. Am I safe? Am I not safe? Your autonomic nervous system, all of this stuff going on, being able to, integrate everything over nighttime. Think about how fast your brain is and how all the million things coming in. And yet when people go to read, they have the story I have to read really slow and I have to take one word in at a time. And he did that. And then he said, how did that feel? And you're like, my brain has started freaking out because you're going too slow. So we have this story that we're not as genius as we really are. And I thought it was such a brilliant description. the level of genius that you have in you, the ability that you have to tap into, whether it's learning to type without looking, learning some music, playing instruments, learning a foreign language, learning to speed read, learning how to do copy, learning how to do sales, learning how to bring power to the table, learning how to change your state. It doesn't fucking matter. The level that your brain is able to take on is far surpasses what you are calling yourself to right now. The level of genius available for you far surpasses anything you've even dared dream up yet at this point. And we're not going to start dreaming those things up until we're in containers where other people are dreaming really big and calling themselves to that level. Like, I get to be a genius. And maybe the reason that resonated with me is because I've always thought I should have been born as Albert Einstein. I'm not really sure why I was Mandy Perry. I definitely should have been Albert Einstein. This isn't fair. Like, it's really the only human being I've ever been incredibly jealous of. And like, how do I get that part of my brain to swell like his was, right? Like, this is a silly thing that I do. And the truth is, it's just available for us. The level that we get to have, the level of success, the level of impact, the level of love, the level of presence, the level of fitness, the level of, abundance, the level of genius, the level of, memory, the level of awe and wonder and joy and all of those things. I mean, it's unlimited what we get to do. And this is the way that we get to do that. So when I said in the beginning, you're going to know by the end of this program, or by the end of this masterclass, you're going to know exactly how to reach every single goal that you ever set. I tiny bit deceived you because I didn't say that you were going to be able to reach that goal in the time frame that you wanted to, but I did tell you that you would be able to reach that goal, and the journey looks like whatever the goal, whatever the journey actually looks like. So I'll have someone come to me, right? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. I'll have someone come to me who's like a brand new, no, not even brand new. Let's just say there's two different people. One woman is in the middle of a divorce and she has 2 kids, and her one child has a new diagnosis, and she just moved across the country, using my circumstances, and she moved across the country, and she has no friends and family there, and she's trying, and she's, new to dating, and she wants to, she wants to learn how to focus better and scale her company to 60K months. And then the other one, her kids are good. She's in a happy marriage and she's got all this free time. Her mom lives next door. She's taking care of the kids and she wants to learn how to scale her company to the next level. Like, it's not going to look the same for these 2 people. And for us to think it's supposed to always look the same, or it's supposed to be linear with no problems and the journey looks like what it looks like come on. I came from a fucked up childhood. The level of things I'm going to have to work through are different than a person who had a really healthy dynamic and was taught boundaries and was taught how to communicate. And like, they don't have to work through that shit. It is what it is. Like, it looks like what it looks like. And you can't judge what your circumstances are because your shit has landed how it's landed. And the growing that you have to do, can we not be entitled for a second? Like, whatever growing you have to do is the growing you have to do. That is what it is. But what I do know is all the time that you need, the resources that you need, the support that you need is 100% available for you. And it takes a level of faith for you to be like, okay, I'm willing to trust the process, that whatever this takes is what it takes, and I'll be okay on the other side. Am I okay right now? Yeah, I'm okay right now. Is my kid starving? Is somebody dying? Is the house falling? Do I have 0 money in the bank and I'm about to go to jail because of something? Like, no, you're fine. You're fine. Today, you're fine. Right now, you're fine. So stop thinking about it and get your ass in gear and take the next step, right? You don't need to know about 3, 4, and 5 steps. We just take the next step right now. Does this make sense? I know that I've missed a lot of the comments because I've been ranting. So this is my love gift. And my call to you is right now. Don't wait until later. I want you to go right now. The second we jump off of this, actually, let me put the link in the comments just so you guys have it. I want you right now, and actually, if it feels good for you, you can, you can open this on your computer or something like that. But I want you to make a commitment to, right here, I'm going to put it in the comments right now. I want you to make a commitment to yourself on what level you're calling yourself to. mandyperry.com/rise. This is a moment to rise. And I want you to ask yourself what level, with 0 judgment of yourself. Do not, and don't second guess yourself. You fucking know. What level are you showing up and playing at right now? What's the level of transformation you're committed to? What are you allowing to receive into your life? What level of abundance can you tap into to believe and know that you are worthy to have this, and that when you put that forward, you trust in this is my commitment. This is what I know I get to have. When I invested in that 100,000, it was like, what the actual fuck? Plus taking 10 days off a month for my company with the circumstances I currently have, that is like an epic level of faith, and I'm really proud of myself. But also in that moment, it was like I was investing in myself. I was saying, I'm worthy of this. I get to have this. This is what I get to have. I get to have this level of transformation and results on the other side of this, and that's it. And that's what I'm calling you to do, to understand that concept of this is the level of transformation I deserve to have, that I get to have, and to step into that process of faith and trusting the process and tapping into your abundance and understanding and knowing that as you create a need, the need will get filled. So the way that I understand it for myself is the universe isn't wasteful, right? God isn't wasteful. We go first. You go first. I had to go first. If I was saying, no, really, God, I'm really ready. I'm really ready to serve at this level. Are you sure, me? No, I'm really ready. To me, I had to go first. I had to create that need. I had to go first to say, okay, God, I'm here. Please meet me. We have this illusion that like we're going to sit here and magically the stuff is just going to fall around us and then we'll walk up to it. That's not the way it works. We go first. You're being tested. You're being called. You go first. You create that need for yourself and then you walk it out and do whatever it takes to reach it. Does this make sense to you guys? If you decide that you're not worthy of having that, then that is true, because God's not going to override your free will. What you say is available to you and what you say you get to have and what's not is what turns out to be true, because nobody's overriding your free will. So if you say I can't, if you say I can't afford it, if you say it's too much, what if I fail? I can't do this. I'm not good enough. Then that's what's true. That's what's true, because nothing, the universe, God, whatever resonates with you, for me, it's God, is not going to come in and override your free will. Right? So for me, I said, this is what I'm worthy of. I'm worthy to have these level of people around me. I'm worthy to have this level of experience of life, to feel worthy, to feel like a person who fits into that room and fits at that table. I'm a platinum girl. Like I get to learn this level of impact. I get to be someone who created, healing for millions of people, whatever it ends up looking like for my journey. Like I decided that that's what I get to have. I believed in my worthiness to have that. And I trusted the process of becoming that woman. And I made a commitment that I would do whatever it takes to make it happen, right? And so I took that first step of faith, and then I created that need for myself. And yeah, I'm getting my mother-loving ass kicked, and it is what it is. And you might get your mother-loving ass kicked, but so what? What is the alternative? Sit there watching Netflix? Like, what's the fucking alternative? This is life. It's meant to be messy and crazy and wild and expansive and all of these exciting good things. This is when we feel fully alive. What's the alternative? Like, oh, complacency. You're gonna be fucking bored out of your mind. It's fine. So that is my call to action for you guys tonight. That's it. That is your homework. MandyPerry.com/rise. Go there, look at the page and tell yourself the honest fucking truth. Because, for some people, if you're looking at the $22, it's like, yep, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go in, I'm going to get whatever value I get. And I'm going to hope that I do this, whatever. For some of you, it's going to be like, the 3,333, that's it. Like I'm going all in on this. Every piece of this resonates with me. I'm going all the way in. I'm doing this. Maybe the stuff from day one, you were like, oh my God, this is exactly what I'm dealing with. And you want to go all in. You want that special time with me and you fucking know it. For others, you might look in the middle and be like, okay, what level feels like it's stretching me? It's calling me to more and it feels in integrity with me, right? But all I want you to do is I want you to look at this from the eyes of, what level of transformation am I committed to? How am I going first in creating that need? What am I saying? This is what I'm available for. This is what I deserve. This is what I get to have. And this is the level that I'm committing to myself that I will show up to. And that's the level I want you to choose. And I want you to have, the program is going to have tons of transformation, but this moment right here is the biggest part of the transformation. You deciding what level you get to have and what level of transformation, commitment, and results you get to have on the other side. And I can't think of a more valuable thing that I could call you to than to be able to have that experience and to utilize this moment to be able to have that experience for yourself and to start locking in what that feels like. And what you're going to find is, and I'm sure you've probably done it other times in your life, but mindfully doing it with that choice with something like money is a whole, like, it is what it is. Like having that thing where like, I could pay this low amount, like what an opportunity, but calling yourself to that level of integrity is a big deal. Like that's a rare opportunity for you to be able to experience. And I want you to have the taste on the other side of having been congruent with yourself and having called yourself to that place for no other reason, because you're just in integrity with yourself. Nobody made you. You could have done it easier. You could have made it easy for yourself, but you fucking didn't, because you knew you deserved the absolute best and you were creating that need because you know that you're capable and you're calling yourself to that level. You didn't have to. Nothing bad was going to happen if you didn't. There was no right or wrong. You just did it because that's who you are, because you enjoy the journey of growing and expanding and becoming. And that's it. That was the only fucking reason you did it. How powerful is that? I'm so excited for you to have that experience. So this is what I want you to do. Go over to the page, look at it, feel that out for yourself, and then come back here and let me know how it felt. You don't have to tell me what you chose, but tell me how it felt for you to make that decision. What did you feel shift? What did you feel expand? What clarity did you have? What aha? What word comes to mind for that? And what are you now available for? Like, this is what I'm available for now, Mandy. This is what I believe just whatever came up for you, whether it was a worthiness story, a belief story. I want you to come back here in the comments and tell me how that felt for you. How did it feel? I want to know. Okay. That was the ranty program for tonight. I love you guys so much. I'm going to come back and I'm going to read all of the comments. I'm going to engage with you guys. If you're on the replay, hashtag I'm here, feel free to engage. I'm going to be absolutely doing this. If you have any questions, if you have any tech questions, support@mandyperry.com. If you have any questions about, this journey, the training, the Rise program coming up, feel free to PM me. Also, we have the Diamond Mastermind, which is, I had a couple questions about this. The Diamond Mastermind is the month-to-month program with me where you get, I love it. I love the setup of the Diamond. So this is what it looks like. Every single week you get a Q&A with me. So you get live Q&A in a private Facebook group. Once a month we do a Zoom where you get to watch me coach. So you're going to get a one-on-one that once a month, and you're going to get to watch me coach other people. So you're going to learn the skiffs and the skills and the gifts, the skiffs. I like it. You're going to learn the gifts and the skills of how I coach people. What does high-end coaching look like? Plus, you're going to get the coaching, and you're going to get to know the other people that are in the tribe. Plus, you get the 3 times a year. You get access to the live events. So that's all included in the Diamond Mastermind. Let me know if that interests you. And plus you get access to every single program that I run. So every program that I ever run online, you get access to that, not including the one-on-ones for the program, but you get access to that. I have VIP one-on-one coaching. I have one spot that's opening next week. I have one spot that's going to be open for VIP one-on-one. If you desire that, it's 45-minute calls every week. And then we have something called the All Access Pass. The All Access Pass is access to every single thing that I run. And it's a crazy, amazing, it's $1,111 a month, and you get access to every program that I run for as long as you stay in. It's a year-long commitment, but then you get locked into that price forever. So if you want to stay in forever and always have access to everything that I do, you get to, but that $1,111. So those are the other opportunities for you guys, just to answer those questions that have been coming in. I love you guys very much. I'm proud of you. I mean, what kind of people stay on and listen to something like this and then take action and back it? I'm really, really fucking proud of you. So if you have any questions about anything, let me know. And I'm going to be literally sitting here waiting to hear. After you have decided which level works for you, come back and tell me how that feels. I'm literally sitting here tonight. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to be sitting here. I'm going to be reading these. I'm going to be engaging with you guys, and I'm going to be celebrating the shit out of this with you guys. It's a massive step forward for all of us to do this. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of you. We're doing this together, arm in arm. We're just going to fucking bang this out and go into 2020 on fire. It is what it is. The Rise program starts January 6th, but I'm already going to be starting to drop stuff in there now because my journey is already starting. I've already begun this, right? So I'm going to be putting stuff in the program already. So as soon as you guys jump in, you get all the bonuses, but I'm already going to be starting to do stuff in the program as well. Okay. Yes. Okay. For those of you hopping on now, make sure you go back to the beginning. Do not miss this massive value in this program. I will update this, and I will put day 1, day 2, and day 3 replays above. Day 2 is in the private Heart on Fire group. If you're not in the Heart on Fire group, literally get your ass in the Heart on Fire group. This year is going to be crazy amounts of value in that group. It's my completely free Facebook group. Actually, my daily blogs are going to be I'm only going to be putting those in the private Facebook group. I will be doing some Facebook Lives and stuff still on my personal page, but all my daily blogs and the value that I do daily, that's all going to be done in that private group. So make sure you go over there, answer the questions. My team does not let people in that don't answer the questions, so be sure to answer the questions to get in the group. They're very, very simple, but it does help me serve my people in that tribe, and it's important to me to hear from you the answer to those questions so I can serve you better. All right, I'm going to get off. I'm going to go get some dinner, and then I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to listen to the comments of the experience that people have. Call yourself to the level of the transformation that you would like to have, whatever feels integrity for you. Do not judge it. Do not second guess yourself. You fucking know. You know in the first 5 seconds when you look at it, you know. Pick the one that works for you. Come back and let me know how that feels, okay? I love you guys so much. Have a fantastic night.